Good morning, everyone. I'm just getting ready for the day. I'm gonna go up to Edelweiss Village and grab a nice hot beverage. And then a little bit later, I kind of want to discuss how I prepare myself for a day trip, because a lot of planning and effort actually does go into it. Because I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and a few other health conditions, I do have to plan out my day trips, so we'll get into that. But for now, let's brush our teeth, put makeup on, and head out the door. Just made it to Edelweiss. Let's go check it out. This place is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend. Lots of really high quality items. Everything was decked out for fall, but the lady at the till said that they also decorate for Christmas and they go all out. So I'm definitely gonna become a regular. The latte was absolutely amazing. It was macadamia nut latte. They had so many foods and drinks to choose from in there that it was hard to make up my mind. But anyway, go check this place out. Oh, I'm so tired. Maybe I need some tea for this video. You know what? I think I'm gonna go grab some tea. I kid you not, I just deleted the last clip because my jaw started hurting so much that now it hurts to talk because I have TMJ, and sometimes it just comes on very suddenly. For those of you who have TMJ, does your jaw pain come on suddenly like I have no warning when it starts to happen, and sometimes it gets really bad to where it hurts to actually talk because I'm moving my jaw. So yeah, I just deleted that last clip because it was just, I had to stop talking, and yeah. Anyway, this topic is super exciting to me, and I really wanted to talk with you guys about it because there's a lot of chronically ill viewers of mine who are worried about not being able to do fun things anymore because you have EDS or endometriosis or gastroparesis, and you're worried about not being able to go out and have fun. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is hope. I was just like that, where, you know, and I'm still like that to an extent. But, you know, when something major in your life happens like that, you don't know how bad it's gonna get because these things, you know, EDS is progressive. So the best advice that I can give to you, and this is unsolicited advice, so just take it with a grain of salt, but just live every day to the fullest and focus on what you can do. Because I think we get stuck in the focus of what we can't do and what we've lost, and the guilt and the, you know, who we used to be compared to who we are now. And so just focus on what you can still do. Don't worry so much about the future. Be present and live each day to the fullest. So, that said, how do I prepare for day trips during the spring and the fall? I don't do long day trips during the summer because it's too hot and I can't car camp and take a nap in the back of my car. And during the winter, if I'm doing a day trip, I usually get a hotel or stay somewhere because it's a lot to do in the day. The winter, you know, it tends to make your joints hurt a little bit more, and I can't car camp because I'll freeze to death. So y'all yins, you guys, who don't live in Calgary, it gets to be like -50 here. So I don't want to die in the back of my car. So let's try and prevent that from happening. I love to go car camping, even if it's just for a day in the spring or the fall, because I love a good nap in the mountains. Who wouldn't love a good nap in the mountains with that fresh air and extra blankets and you're comfy and cozy? Anyway, in order to do this, I start planning out my trip a week before. And by planning out, I mean getting things organized and packed. I make sure that I have my road gear, such as my reflective triangles, the car inverter, the emergency blanket, screwdriver, windshield fluid, just like extra to top it off. I also check the fluid levels in my car and the tire pressure just to make sure that we have a safe ride. Then I start cleaning out my car. I fold down the seats and I start gathering all of the blankets, the pillows, and the mattress pad. If anything needs to be washed, I'll wash it then. And then 4 days before the trip, I make the bed in the back of my car. So I have a mattress pad that goes in the back. It's about like four inches thick. I don't know. I'm actually not sure, but it's about like this thick, and it is like kind of like that gel pad. I basically just make it out like a bed, and then I add a bunch of extra blankets, light blankets, thicker blankets, every type of blanket imaginable, because we're chronically ill and who knows what temperature we're going to be. 2 days before, I start thinking about what snacks and drinks that I would like to pack, along with any of my medications that I need to bring. This usually consists of lots of water and lots of salty snacks. I also like to pack a thermos, so a hot beverage, like whether it be tea or coffee, is pretty good. It just
you know, adds to the vibe, makes you more cozy, especially when you're laying down in the back about ready to go off for a nap. Have a cup of tea, and then voila. And then you have the mountains as your backdrop. You can't go wrong. I also plan for rest stops and coffee shops along the way. And I don't worry so much about gas stations. If we do go further out, then I start to worry about gas stations. But I usually fill up on a full tank of gas the day of, like the morning of, before we head out. The day before, this is super important. The day before, I am home resting, period. I don't go anywhere. I have to save all of my energy for the next day, because those of you with chronic conditions that are severe enough to where, you know, they change your life and, you know, they affect your daily life, you know, you need to save that energy. So I'm home regardless of what needs done. I'm home. Taking naps, just watching movies, whatever it is I need to do. I'm home resting and trying to sleep as much as possible, basically. I'm also making sure that I get enough water and fluid because I get migraines. I try and prevent that. If I know that there's a Chinook coming, I drink water like crazy. And I make sure that I get enough salt as well so that it retains the water. And it also helps with my blood vessel issue that I've mentioned before in my previous videos. It's like POTS. It's the same symptoms and treatment as POTS. It's just an actual blood vessel issue. So I get POTSy. I always say POTSy in my videos, but that's so, you know, you can relate with that. It feels the same. I was diagnosed with POTS in Pittsburgh, and then I came to Canada and they're like, no, it's your blood vessels. That's a story for another day. But anyway, yeah. And then the day of, sorry, someone was on my porch trying to sell me something. Where was I? The day of, I'm wearing super comfy clothing. Yoga pants or stretchy pants, a tank top, sports bra. I don't know if that's TMI, but whatever. A sweater and a jacket. I also pack a rain jacket and sandals just in case my feet get wet or something. I also wear my EDS braces, what needs to be worn. I wore my finger braces on the last trip and I actually lost my right pinky brace, which I'm really sad about because I just got these not too long ago. So I'm kind of rethinking wearing the finger braces. I can tighten them, they're tight now, but they're also rings and they're easier to lose than say a knee brace or a neck brace. So I'm kind of rethinking that whole thing. I wear my patella sleeves because I can't drive without them. They help keep my kneecaps in place. As far as the big braces, these shell braces, I pack them. I don't wear them while I'm driving usually. Sometimes I do, but today I did. But if I'm going on an adventure, I usually pack them in the back and then I'll hike with them. I try to prepare as much as I can. I try not to wear all of my braces too much because it does weaken your muscles. There's pros and cons to everything, so I try to keep that in mind going forward. The day of, we also go at our own pace. We have things that we want to see, but if we don't get to them, that's okay. We'll go the next day or the next week. It's not a big deal. I did end up buying a park pass, so we don't have to worry about buying a day trip pass every single time we go out. And it's just wherever we end up, we end up. We're grateful for each day. To be able to go out and still do this is amazing. And I'm gonna keep pushing forward no matter what EDS throws my way or gastroparesis. I mean, I have the feeding tube, I have my braces, I get the migraines, I get all the really crappy symptoms that come with everything. But I'm going to try my best to move forward and keep going on these adventures, because there's still so much to be grateful for. But I want to hear from you. How do you prepare for a day trip? Please write it in the comments below in hopes to help other people get out and go on adventures and have fun. We might have EDS, but we shouldn't let that stop us from having fun. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope that you are going on as many adventures as you possibly can, whether it be the park, the mall, the mountains, wherever. And always keep in the back of your mind that you are indeed incurably awesome. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.